Hello, everyone. My name is Celeste Diale, and I'm a brand architect. Now, when looking up the title of my profession online, it doesn't really exist. And that's because the way I work and the way I run my business no longer fits the generic description of a graphic designer. Simply because as a brand, I continue to reinvent myself like a real brand, like a real business. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in architecture because I was motivated to build schools all over Africa. And after graduation, life taught me exactly how life works. The only reason for having the desire to build schools was because I had an interest in building brands. And when you can understand that people are brands, you can understand my excitement in the idea of building schools that produce the most self-sustainable young people in Africa. Naturally, I fell in love with the branding and brand marketing industry in the process. So, like most of us, I attended the University of YouTube and I taught myself how to be a graphic designer. And as I was reinventing myself, I realized that brands are very much like buildings. Just as an architect uses lines to conceptualize how humans are to interact with the space, a graphic designer uses lines to conceptualize how humans are to interact with brands. From that statement, the brand architect in me was born and invented. Now we know that the world continues to change, and we are in one of the most important eras of history. I like to call this era the millennial renaissance period. The internet was meant to make the world a smaller place, and somehow the world seems so much smaller without it. I've always been motivated to want to change the world, but recently I have decided to just settle with understanding it first. Using social media to market your business can be very intimidating and complicated, but hopefully at the end of this presentation, you will have a better understanding on how to use social media as a positive tool for your business. But before we get started, ask yourself this question. Where are you on social media? Who are you on social media? And as a brand, what do you stand for on social media? Do you have anything that makes you stand out? Because it is very important to know these things about yourself and even before promoting your business, because who you are online can affect your business. Social media is very saturated and it's also a very saturated business hub. But it is useful when you can understand how it works and that your brand makes a difference in the space. Now, if you're like me and you wear a lot of hats, which I'm sure as a business owner, many of us do, then you know that social media is just as important as attending a project briefing or a symposium like this one. Using social media to market your business sometimes starts with letting people know first that you are attending a symposium like this one. Because letting your followers know that you're adding value to your brand, it makes your brand even more worth following, more worth a like, more worth a share, and even a taste of the kind of ethics and values that your brand has to offer. You need to understand who you are as a brand and where your strongest skills lie. As a business, you need to use your skills to become more than just a logo and more than just a business registration. As a small business owner, you know that when writing an email and texting someone or texting a potential client, you know that when you say, thank you for choosing us, you know what you really mean. You really mean, thank you for choosing me to help you with my services and my products. So make sure that when you say that, your personal brand and your business brand are in sync with your digital brand. Now, I know that there are so many platforms for us to market our businesses on social media, but choosing one that really works for your business is probably the rocket science of it all. The key is to try to not be everywhere. When I started a digital footprint for my business, I was all over the place because I thought that that's what it meant to just be on social media and use it for your business, be everywhere. But luckily, there are only a few that you should really worry about. I've given you some of them and shown you how they work. Instagram, for example, if you your target audience is under the age of 40 and you run a lifestyle like e-commerce or photography business or something with visuals, then Instagram is definitely the place for you. And YouTube, if your audience is below the age of 50 and consumes video content as means of either education or entertainment, then YouTube is the place for your business. And Twitter, if your audience is skewed between or towards the demographic of mature males between 50 to 30 to 60, and experiment with a combination of content types ranging from educational videos to gripping visuals and discussion threads that offer advice and opinions, Twitter is the place for your business. WhatsApp, one of my favorites. Your audience here is wide because the platform is used to communicate with family and friends. WhatsApp Business is more effective because it now has a proper business profile to provide customer support, and that where you can share your company's catalog and updates with customers about their purchases. Facebook, which is one of the ones that actually broke the social media industry, you want to reach an audience of adults that have engaging visual or video or content that can capture their attention, invoke an immediate emotional response, and make them excited to share with their friends. Or if you want an easy way to create an online community around a topic or a business. Pinterest, which is unlikely to be used for a business, but I'd highly recommend if your audience consists predominantly of adult women or businesses related to lifestyle, fashion and decorating, or do-it-yourself projects. This is one that could be very good and perfect for small businesses. Snapchat. You want to reach a young audience and have an affinity for creating bite-sized, engaging video content like TikTok, although you don't expect to flip around in your camera and talk about your products all day, as most Snapchat users are only there to be entertained. And then we have the Einstein of social media, TikTok, a young audience filled with fun, video-based content that doesn't often have a direct connection to your product services. Being overly self-promotional on this platform won't build your loyal following, so be prepared to take an approach of just entertainment. Now, once you have picked a suitable social media platform for your business and the industry in which your business is pursuing, make sure that you understand all the functions that the application has to offer. Make sure to research all the functions so that you know to use the application and social media dynamics to their full potential. Because there is the green-eyed monster, the one little problem that we are all very complicated about, and that is social media algorithms. What is social media algorithms anyway? I'm just going to give it to you like this. Social media networks prioritize which content a user sees in the feed, first by the likelihood that they'll actually want to see it. For most small business marketers, they're like the little data puzzles that are waiting to be solved. But if you're like most businesses trying to tackle social media, they are sort of the boogeyman, the great unknown that is holding your content down. Algorithms might seem helpful and mostly harmless to the average social customer, helping sift through content and deliver your only relevant content rather than random posts. However, marketers that don't fully understand what algorithms are or how they work will find themselves facing a constant struggle. The good news, though, is that social algorithms aren't as mysterious or spiteful as you think. Let's break it down so that we can rise above what the algorithms of social media has in store for us. Let's first understand what is social media's agenda. Social media platforms have an agenda, and their agenda is most likely similar to mine and yours. And what is that? To make money. Instagram has its own algorithm. And if you have chosen Instagram as your place for social media marketing, then there's a cheat sheet. It is important to first understand that all social media platforms have an agenda, and that agenda is most likely the one that will help you continue and build your company. Be sure to use the app and understand the app with its full potential. So naturally, make sure that the content you make keep people on the app. If you make cool content, Instagram will literally reward you with algorithm exposure. Understand that who you follow and the things that you like influence the type of information that Instagram will send your way. And in return, the content you post will send out information to your potential clients. There are two ways that Instagram does this: on your feed and on your Discover page. Essentially, your feed gives you information from people who you follow, and then Discover page give you the information from people who you don't follow. Instagram then ranks that information in the following criteria or categories, sorry. And that is engagements, likes, comments, saves, and shares. There is retention and reliability, and there is more overall quality on the subject of social media. If you want to turn your followers into customers, then understanding these features is very important. Let's start with the first one. Likes have the least amount of weight. It takes only a second to like a post, and then they're gone. Comments, however, you spend a little bit more time to post on the post. So by the definition, it holds more weight. You are spending more time on the post, commenting and trying to engage with the post itself. Then there's a save, which is like holding a megaphone to Instagram saying, hey, Instagram, I really like this. I really, really like this content. Send me more of this. The moment you press that button, Instagram immediately reshuffles everything in algorithm, and you're going to be seeing more of the cat pictures and cat videos and whale images, if that's the type of thing that you're into. Then there's the share. Generally, the average social media customer or consumer has about 2 shares in them a day. So where you share something on social media, you are telling the algorithm that this is something that is very important to you, and you would want someone else to know about it, or you want someone to be more educated about it. I encourage using social media platforms to their fullest potential because some of the features tend to really work in your favor as a small business owner. One of my favorite features on Instagram is the Carousel Post, and coincidentally, it's Instagram's favorite one as well. The Carousel feature is so powerful for small business marketing, and it's the only thing that really matters when trying to help communicate or send a story out as a small business, where you're able to select up to 10 images or videos of content that you can swipe through. You want to use this feature because for obvious reasons, one being that your potential customers will be there swiping and engaging with your content, which means they'll be spending more time on your post. Also, another reason could be that the first picture or the first content might not resonate with me as maybe the 3rd slide or the 4th slide or the 10th slide. So using social media to market your business as a tool, you need to know how the tool works and when to use the tool, because when you learn about the tool, you can even start finding ways that the tool can work for your business that might not work for another business. Another way to use social media marketing is for your business. Another way to use social media to market your business is by finding tools that you are already familiar with. My favorite one is WhatsApp, like I've already mentioned. But WhatsApp Business being my favorite one because it is not complicated and it is the motherboard of WhatsApp. It's literal user face. It looks exactly like WhatsApp, smells like WhatsApp, feels like WhatsApp. Therefore, it must be WhatsApp. Except now I can run my business account like a real business. And another bonus is that the chance of my potential client already using the application is much higher than any other social platform. WhatsApp Business was built with small businesses in mind, and the app makes it easier to personally connect with your customers, highlight your products and services, and answer the questions throughout their shopping experience. WhatsApp Business has helped to make my small business profitable in the last few months, especially during the pandemic. This is where my clients are. And since the beginning of the pandemic, many people have resorted to starting their own companies. And this has been the best place to advertise, share my catalog, share my business profile, set business trading hours, set automated messages and out of business hours, and to put my clients in color-coded labels categories to keep up with my clients and our activities. I spend more time on WhatsApp Business because that's what works for my business. using social media platforms to market your business. When using it, make sure that you have picked the right platform for your business and that your content is informative, it's easily available, it's legible, simple, and if you're selling anything, your potential clients need to feel safe and secure and always updated. Now, the truth is, we can talk all day about how to use social media to market your business, and 20 minutes really just won't do it. But your business, all you need to remember about social media and marketing is that the most important thing about marketing on social media is the consistency. That is the real currency of today. If I log on social media platform and you're not there and you're not in sight, that means you're out of my mind. And eventually you are out of pocket. Your business needs to be accessible. Social media is a business card. It's a sneak peek to your business profile. And it is also a tool that continues to make the world a smaller place. If you feel like you are struggling, to package your brand and to put yourself out there as onto social media and market your business, that's okay. Don't hesitate to contact us or visit our website. Don't let social media intimidate you. Strive for customers over likes and followers over likes. At Lindy Knox Design, we will be more than happy to help you. For the Symposium attendees, we have a 50% off special. If you need a brand identity for your small business, just go onto our website and you just use the code. And there's a 50% off there, and it will end on the 31st of March. But for any questions and comments and inquiries on our branding and brand marketing social media, you can just follow us there, and on our Instagram, on our Facebook, on our Twitter, Behance, Pinterest, and on WhatsApp. So I don't want to get into it too much. I just want to wrap it up and say thank you so much to the Township Project Symposium for this opportunity. Thank you for the quality of the webinar with the state-of-the-art tech support. Who you are in our small business lives makes such a big difference, and we appreciate you. Thank you very much.